AI is everywhere here. No surprise, seeing how it's remaking professions and industries, and that includes product design. Our first guest is Harm Hogenbirk. He's the co-founder and managing partner at the product design agency Pilotfish. I asked him why he believes AI will reshape the role of industrial designers.
So we have an abundance of new possibilities unlocked. Maybe too much to mention here, and I think that we can enhance the creative process by applying AI within our process. As you know, Pilotfish is actually a company that is creating new product innovation from the inception of an idea, from idea till manufactured product. So throughout the whole process, we can improve actually the quality of outcomes per phase, per gate, by applying AI as part of that process. Within strict regulations, of course, because we have to stay close to our traditional strength and capabilities of being an innovation agency.
Now, some would say that's counterintuitive, with many designers particularly saying that AI is often taking their designs, their creativity, and then using it for something else. So where do you stand in that debate?
Now you're talking
here?
about the ownership of the creative process itself, right?
Yeah.
So I'm very strict in making the designer the pilot of that process. So a good industrial design is defined by the product requirements, and the product requirements is actually a process that is including actually the team of the client, the environment of use of that product related to the productivity you want to achieve with the product, because we are doing business to business, healthcare, in industrial domains. So we are really creating productivity tools in that sense. And the designer needs to connect all the dots, but by using enhanced tools, we get quicker to the essence of what we try to innovate and where the innovation will be. And that is in the preparation of that, it's in the execution of that, of our act of creative design and creating fantastic product experiences. But it is also in when the product is in use, right? So we create a sort of link between when an idea is just an idea till the implementation of a product in the context of its use, right? If it's a commercial entity.
So the core of your business is in product design. You've spoken about how AI can enhance or help.
Yeah.
What are the challenges, though, that AI brings?
Yeah, of course, as designers, we experienced already a lot of interesting interaction with our customer, who is, of course, paying for our services. And they have also always an opinion, right? So what I see as a sort of possible new battlefield is that our clients did their research using the AI tools and dictate us what they want, because they did already the work, so to say. Which is also bringing us into a sort of new terrains where we have to manage the expectation of the customer.
Are you seeing that happen right now?
It is. Yeah, I see it happening, but of course, it's not yet in the open, right? So you know, in the way they talk, that they consulted some sort of long language model to pull the conversation into a certain direction that is not necessarily already concluded, because you have to be open, you have to be able to divert first and then convert, and then we divert first, or secondly, and then we convert. It's an iterative process. But if we are already starting with a solution and one pathway, you lose a lot of opportunities, because that is not what AI is for. AI is not for unlocking new possibilities that automatically are fitting the best for that specific use case concerning human interaction and activities, workflows, etc., etc. Because it's a long language model and that's language-based, using a lot of data that is in the past. We have that to our disposal, but we want to create something for the future, not based only on past data, but using the whole context of use and innovate from there. So it's,
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the most recent AI boom has been with, what you're talking about, large language models and generative AI. Now, how does that play into the end user devices and applications that you're designing?
yeah. On the other side of the spectrum, you have, of course, how we are integrating AI in the products itself or in the context of use of products itself. And there is also a lot of new opportunities that is unlocked by using AI. So I give you an example. We developed a surgical navigator for surgeons where we had video see-through and optical see-through. So a surgeon is of course very skilled in what he's doing, right? So if a surgeon needs to do a brain surgery to remove a cancer, that device, it's a Fostar's headset head mount display, which is using a technology that switches the real world with a layer of hologram, basically. So you can see the nerves.
Is that what you've designed?
We designed that. The surgeon is wearing that device in the OR during an operation, basically. And what this product can do is you have a workflow. So every operation starts with preparing. And you create a sort of strategy towards the operation itself. Then you have the operation itself, right? Yeah. And you are really doing it, right? And in the OR, everything is prepared to do so. You have a lot of assistants in the operation room. They communicate, they give the tools, etc., etc. And then you have after the intervention, after surgery, you have the post actions, right? And the documentation, etc., etc. So this head-mount display, VST, OST, is using the AR. So all the DICOM files, scans, etc. You make a sort of 3D hologram, yeah. And then you have specifically for that patient exactly the position of the tumor inside the brain, but you have a lot of vessels, you have a lot of nerves, so all sort of tissue that is pressed, so you can make that visible and have a strategy towards operation. When we would have AI, right, you have a total different way of using this tool. Right now, we use just a pedal to switch from optical see-through to video see-through, right? So to have this AR layer in front of it. In the new use case, we can use voice basically to instruct. How much space can I cut before I hit that nerve? And then give me, for instance, a green area around what is a safe haven for cutting, so that I don't hurt the nerve or I open a blood vessel. So it is enhancing actually the precision and also the accuracy of the axe, because it can identify the risks up front before. It's preventive, basically. You enhance the success, or no, you enhance the capability of the surgeon. Yeah.
Interesting. Now I want to talk about Taiwan now and what's being done here in Taiwan. And as Pilotfish, you've been active in Taiwan for about 25 years.
This year it's our 25th anniversary.
Congratulations!
Yeah, it's
and
wonderful.
Great to see you here at InnoVEX.
Thank you.
What changes have you seen here in Taiwan in the tech space? Like, what is most notable to you?
Yeah, so I came here because Taiwan was really the center of consumer electronics, right? So basically the most of PC compute was done here, and Taiwan went from sort of agricultural nature of society towards industrialization in a very, very fast pace. So you had on a very small, relatively small space, you had all the expertise to have the newest consumer electronics and professional electronics developed here. And that's from idea till manufacturing. We had it started with the OEM, just machining, just only the manufacturing. I mean, right now for chip making, TSMC is an example still of that mentality, that mindset. And then we went to ODM, right? Original design manufacturing to OBMs and what you have. And I think that pivot of being an engineering society towards where we are right now is amazing, basically, because right now with this whole AI layer, which is much more related to the product itself, you are maybe not in Taiwan the best software coders, developers, but right now with this AI layer within the product development, the Taiwan industry can work in the forefronts of the future of our society by means of product development, service development, and that is also the policy of the Taiwanese government over the years. How can we, by being really selective in where we want to accelerate, where we want to blossom, how can we facilitate that and bring that to society? Which I like that, because you are constantly moving with time and be in the forefront of that.
So we're running out of time here, but I feel like my next question will be quite important as Taiwan makes the next leap, particularly with AI. You often talk about humanizing AI.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you tell us what you mean by that and why that should be important for Taiwan in particular to have that in mind as they take the next leap?
Yeah, so what is so interesting about Taiwan, and that's also why I love to be here, is that all the actions of all the people are very much money driven, which is a good starting point, right? But with the AI and the upcoming AGI, right? The danger is that based on the money driven nature of business owners, we can forget about what kind of consequences related to that, because AGI is of course doing what it does with the inputs, with the constraints, or with the brief you give that. So I think that we have to really be very mindful of and for the Taiwanese business owners also, that we have a responsibility here, that within the aim of profit maximization, we really need to include the users, that we are not using the user only as a source to get more rich and they are just a passenger, but that the user stays in lead of his life and orchestrating the quality of that life by means of interaction to the world around him. And that is all about love. It's all about also feeling sad. It's about achievements. It's about overcoming challenges and that sort of stuff. If that by AGI is all too smooth or taken away, we have a sort of numbed kind of remaining reality that is not very challenging for people to live in.
You know what, that's a very important practice and philosophy, not just for Taiwan, I think for companies the world over, if you want to live in a society that is inclusive and for everyone. So thank you so much,
Thank you.
Harm.
Thank
great
you
to speak
for
to you
having me.
again.
Yeah.
A pleasure, absolute pleasure. Cheers.